this is the experience that I had with transgender people. Why this situation with transgender is so deep? And this is for parents. This is for parents that they see a tendency to change the sex. I had a client who contacted me because he had a spirit attachment. He told me, I have a spirit attachment. He's talking to me, telling me things. And so I had one session and I recorded the session because the spirit was talking through my clients. This is a second kind of depth of possession of the spirit. Just watch the video that I uploaded before, the 3 kinds of spirit attachments. So they can talk through people. Actually, it's a heavy possession. But they don't do crazy things. It was a very peaceful spirit and a very peaceful person, my client. So at some point of the session, I finished the session, I couldn't remove the spirit. The spirit was talking to my client, and the spirit says, I can control the thoughts and mind of people. Yes, Johnny, it was me, the one who planted the seeds of doubt about your sexuality. I heard that. That's creepy. And then the spirit says, yes, talking to me this time. Johnny watched too much pornography. Then the spirit says, I have to go. You can have Johnny back. That was the degree of control he had over my client. And my client told me he heard everything, but he couldn't do anything. He couldn't control that voice because it wasn't his. These spirits needs to be attached deeply to a human body to be able to experience the world because they don't have the senses, the physical senses or the physical body anymore. Whatever it is they want to experience, whether it's alcohol, drugs, sex, whatever. So the session ends, and I ask my client. My client says, "Oh, Carlos, that's not the way I was expected this session to end," something like that. And then I ask him, "It is true that you watch pornography?" Because my client, that was the second session, didn't tell me anything. He said, yes, since I was a kid. And then I started watching transgender pornography. There you go, that's my point. When a sexual spirit of the same sex, or I don't know, in another life, the spirit in another life, start controlling a person on that degree, they are putting thoughts in the mind of people. And I scan this again and again and again. And they start convincing in their minds, and people believe that are their own thoughts, that they have to start experimenting transgender things, sexuality. And then they have this urge, oh, I don't feel well in this body, I have a body of a man, I want to be a woman, I am in a body of a woman, I want to feel a man, because the control that the spirits exert on the person. And everything started when a friend of mine, she's a tantric sex coach. And he told me, Carlos, I've seen so many handsome, sexy men. They can have any woman. And then they start misusing the sexual energy, too much sex with anyone, with everyone. And then watching pornography. And then they start changing the sexuality and become either homosexual or transgender. And she told me it's the spirits that make them change. And because he knows something about healing, energy healing, and spirit attachment, and she knows a lot. So I start doing a scanning of transgender people that I know, even people that I don't know, but I see it on videos. And sure enough, all of them have sexual spirit attachments. This is very easy to find out. I use a pendulum and I ask questions, and I have no predisposition, preconception, because I just want to find the truth. And these spirits start influencing people little by little. So if you have a kid, a young girl, a young boy, who is expressing these doubts, you have to send your kid to an energy healer. I can help. It's very easy to do, especially with kids, to remove the spirits that are making this kid think of changing the gender. And transgender is a satanic ritual. Anything that is a degeneration of the body, that nature, the intelligent cosmic energy gave us this body, and anything that changes in a drastic way, like a transgender, even the circumcisions done by Jews or Muslims, the two of them, I found out that this is a satanic ritual, because when people that are not Jewish, I have two clients, and they are from South America, that Judaism or anything about Jewish is very little known, and they were circumcision. They did the parents did the circumcision with them. They have a phobia. They have um, um, an uncontrollable sexual desires after having the circumcision. And this is why the Jewish people are so uncontrollable sexually. It's part of the daily life to look for women, of course, from the same tribe or Gentiles. Just to have sex is a sport for them. And I believe that the satanic ritual of the circumcision attracts these spirits that make them have an uncontrollable sexual desire. I check all this with my pendulum. So this is not just a theory that I am presenting. These are the facts. These are the facts that I see with friends, people, information from other healers. So if you are a parent, unfortunately you live in California, where the transgender agenda was introduced to the elementary school without the parents knowing, and one day your kid comes and says, oh, I want the blood hormones, I want to be of the other sex. And you have a heart attack and you cannot believe, and you end up accepting that because the propaganda, the satanic evil propaganda of the media, accept that as something normal, and it's not normal, my friends. I have clients, gays, transgenders, lesbian. I treat them with the same love, but I am telling you where the things come from, because a great part of my job is not just make my clients feel good. Is to remove the energy blockages, the spirit attachment, non-human spirit attachment, energy parasites, and find out where the challenge was originated. So that unhealthy way of thinking, changing the gender, can be healed. You can try, it's worth it. You're going to be safe from a lot of trouble, but your kid is going to be safe from a lot of trouble. Why? Because all these transgenders are not happy, and they want to detransition, and it's too late. They did a surgery, they removed or they remove the breast, or this particular case that I know, this kid was born in a female body, and she took the eggs. She didn't want the eggs to be frozen, just in case the doctor tell her you want to detransition, because this is a great business. They help the kids, the medical industry, to transition, and then they try to help to detransition, which is impossible. If we lose a finger, an arm, a hand. Can we get it back? Nope. So this is the same thing. So they suffer. I've seen many, many videos of people that said I was under the illusion. They told me everything is going to be all right and you're going to feel good, but your soul brought this body of a woman, a male or female. If you change it in the external, your external body, your physical body, you cannot change your soul. That's the problem. You are trying to change something that your soul created. Eh? Our physical body is created by our soul that is attached to a consciousness body who is male or female, or and the astral or energy body, which also have the energy of male or female. I remember the song of the best alternative rock musician in Argentina, Luis Alberto Spinetta, and I was remembering that song yesterday. And he said, now that you made a child, uh, protect him from drugs and give him the aura of his own gender. Give him the aura. What does it mean? Give the environment to this child. If he's male, to play soccer or the rough things that the kids play with, or if he's female, to be more loving. So, and he made that song in the 1960s. So you need to protect your kid and not fall on the satanic evil propaganda that saying yes, block hormones, and your kid will be fine. It's a lie. It's a lie, and they suffer a lot. Gay people, lesbian people, they suffer a lot because they don't find a place to be accepted. Imagine transgender. It's 100 times worse, and it doesn't work. God bless them all. God bless us all. If you have a subject, a specific subject you want me to talk about, please send me a message, put a comment. I will be more than glad to do that. Visit my YouTube channel, Reiki Energy Healing Los Angeles, and look for my name too. And give me a call if you are in the US, 310-592-1813. I am in the Los Angeles area. This is why I am here bumper to bumper driving in the 405 South, but I take advantage and do these videos because I don't have time in my home. I am very busy. Send me an email, send me a message, and I will see you soon.